In this video, we will be talk about the chemical changes. I mean, there are so many chemical changes that are taking place. There are so many things that is happening around us in terms of chemical changes. So, with the two activities that we are going to discuss right now, with those activities, we are basically able to answer how the chemical changes are taking place and what one should look at when they are talking about chemical change. So, the first thing is, let if I talk about this activity, what we are doing is we basically show that the burning of coal is a chemical change. So now we are just burning the coal, and for that we just need a small piece of coal, a pair of tongs, and a burner or a candle, I'm sorry. Okay, so now what we simply do is we just hold a small piece of coal with a pair of tongs over a burner or a candle for some time, and we need to observe what will happen after that. So we see that the coal starts burning with a smoke, and the coal will contain carbon, which burns in the presence of oxygen gas, which is present in the air, to give out carbon dioxide gas along with some other substances. So with this we can say that the burning of coal is a chemical change. Now here what exactly is happening, so you have this coal with you and you have the oxygen which is present in the air, obviously that is why we are also able to breathe. And you can also remember about one thing with respect to oxygen is, or with respect to anything which is burning, if anything is burning without oxygen, it is not possible. Like you can't burn anything if there is no oxygen. You have to have oxygen. So here the coal is just, let's say, made up of carbon, and then there is oxygen, so it will end up giving you carbon dioxide, a very simple reaction that is taking place. Since you are getting something very new which is like carbon dioxide, so we can say that it is a chemical change because the new product is formed. Okay, so here this will be our conclusion and also the observation. And you will also see that there will be the change in the smoke as well, like the color of the smoke, because depending upon the type of burning that is taking place, so you might see a little bit of white smoke, a little bit of black smoke, like that. Okay, so burning of a substance is always a chemical change. This is something you can always remember, because this process, like whenever you burn something, it is also known as this chemical process which is called combustion. Okay, so I hope this process you can easily remember when it comes to the burning. Like burning is chemically known as combustion, means anything or any carbon compound which you burn in the presence of oxygen. Now here if I talk about this activity, so in this what we are trying to do is we are trying to show a chemical change that occurs on mixing baking soda with vinegar. So for that we need vinegar, a pinch of baking soda, the two test tubes, and a delivery tube, and a lime water. Okay, now what we do is we take some vinegar in a test tube, add a pinch of baking soda into it, and we need to observe what is happening. We will allow the gas that produced to pass through a test tube containing the lime water, and then we will observe the changes that are taking place in the lime water. So what we do is when we mix the vinegar and the baking soda, it will start producing a hissing sound. Means it will be like whenever you are trying to open a let's say this soft drink bottle, like any soft drink that you are that you bought and you just try to open it, or when you open a can of a soft drink, it will just give you that hissing sound. So whenever there is some hissing sound that is produced, you can say the gas is evolved. Means the gas is coming out from that can, coming out from that bottle, or coming out from a reaction also if there is some hissing sound. So here also, when the gas is passed into lime water, the lime water turns milky. Like when the vinegar and baking soda is mixing, they produce this hissing sound. And when this gas which is producing the hissing sound, which enters into the lime water, it turns the lime water milky. So what we can say here is that the gas that is evolved is carbon dioxide. And because that is the reason the carbon dioxide, basically this is the gas which actually turns the lime water milky. And the change we can represent it like this. The baking soda, the vinegar comes together to form a carbon dioxide, sodium acetate, and water. And because of this carbon dioxide, we can say that the lime water turns milky, because in the second part of this reaction, because this carbon dioxide that is formed is basically came in contact with the lime water. It forms a white solid substance called the calcium carbonate, which is CaCO3, and it gives the solution milky color because of the formation of this calcium carbonate, which is white in color. And that is why the whole solution turns milky. So you need that lime water, you need the carbon dioxide. If both starts reacting, you will see this chemical change again. So we can say that the mixing of vinegar and the baking soda is also a type of a chemical change, where you can see some new substance that is formed, which is calcium carbonate, and also the evolution of gas is also there, which is carbon dioxide. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.